Hello. Am I on yet? Yay. Good evening, viewers. Sit down, Shep. Yeah. I'll give everybody a little bit of time to get settled in and to come online. I'm here, everybody. Hello, hello. Eric the Plasterer. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Good evening, boys and girls, and welcome to Ask the Plasterer with me, Eric the Plasterer. Come in to the, well, I'm not actually in the pub yet, the nice warm cosy pub by the fire. We're out on the Thames again, just getting a bit of fresh air, just me and the dog, and then we'll pop into the pub in a minute, the old community boozer, the old Halton Trail, and I'll have a lovely pint and a bit of a chat. Why not? Why not? I've just about managed to get in on time, have a shower, have a quick sandwich, and plonk myself down in front of the camera. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. If you've not been here before, I'm Eric the Plasterer. This is Ask the Plasterer. You can ask me any plastering related questions that you like, or anything else we'll chat about in the pub a bit later on. I've been a plasterer in South London for the last 38 years, pushing 39 years. There's not a lot I don't know about plastering. So feel free to, you can type messages up. I suppose if you're watching it on the telly box, I don't quite know how that works, but if you're watching it on the phone as well, then you can obviously chat to me on there. If you're a member of my Discord, Ask the Plasterer, you can type messages in via that if you're watching it on the telly. Because whenever I'm watching a live stream on the TV, I don't know how to interact with it on the TV. I don't think you can type messages in. I don't know. I've only been doing it a few years. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to Ask the Plasterer. Come in, get settled down. I'm just giving a little bit of time for the boys and girls, the regulars, to pop in this evening on this rather nippy evening out there. Rather a nippy day after the old lovely sunshine we've been having. I don't know if, oh, hang on. Is this Mike? Is this you telling me you can't type messages up, mate? Hang on. Just double checking. Maybe you not. No, mate, I don't think we're coming up on the old, oh no, there we are. Oh, thank God for that. I thought there's messages coming in, but nothing on my screen. But now I see it. Hey. Good evening, Mike. Evening, Mark. Evening, everybody. Yeah, lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. Ah, dear. When I'm not working, Ask the Plasterer sometimes it comes round quite quickly, or not too quickly. And when you're busy working, it seems to whiz round really quick, which it has done this last fortnight. And where was I? Yeah, I don't normally work every day of the week without having a little gap plopped in it somewhere, so I can have a bit of a rest as I'm getting older. And but what with winter looming, and work sometimes quietens down over the Christmas period, especially once you're into the new year, because everyone's spent all their money, apart from the people that've got so much money that they can't spend it all. They're quite handy to have as customers over the over the winter months. But yeah, can't remember what I was going to waffle on about, which is nothing new for me. So hang on. Shall we leave the river and pop to the old Auckland Trail? That one in. Hey. Oh, Lindsay, we've got Sarah here again tonight. Sort of 2 nights in a row, which is good. She went to see Darren Chris, is it? Again, the other night, last night. I've got the weddings looming, only a couple of weeks. Ooh. Oh. Now one of my screens is the screen over here, which should keep moving, has stopped moving. But I don't know if that means you can still see me, and just to ignore that one, or whether I've frozen on there as well. Can someone let me know? Is that yes it's frozen, or yes you can still see me? Evening Rick. Can see you fine. Thanks Linz. Okay, that's cool, because the yeah, that screen's frozen completely. As long as I'm still coming through loud and clear, that's all that matters. Hang on, I've got to try and turn my volume off on this, so it doesn't keep pinging. That should do it. Right, I've got the phone rigged up again as well, so if anyone wants to call in with any questions, numbers up there, 07516 214 983, and yeah, have a chat live, unless you're watching the recording, in which case there'll be no answer. I won't probably just say it's switched off. It's switched off. Oh, evening Mark. Jetbird. I'm great, mate. I'm great. Yeah. I keep when I'm tired, like I was today, because I've had a bit of a manic week and weekend. I know whilst the plasterer is coming up, and I'm kind of like, oh well, I'm really tired tonight. And then it only takes someone. It's normally either Mark Neeson, or Mike. They go, do you know the plasterer tonight? And then I think, yeah, come on, it's been a fortnight. Pull your finger out, boy, and yeah, get back on it. I haven't prepped anything specifically, so some of you lot can do a bit of chatting tonight. Are you busy? Has it turned really cold where you are? Mike, do you really ever go home, mate, apart from to take the missus to work and then just go back to work again, I reckon? Oh dear. I took a tumble on Saturday. I worked me diddly doos off on Friday. And then Saturday went to get a loaf of bread, a few of you know this already, from the petrol station, and both my feet somehow hit the curb. I had my phone in one hand, my keys in the other, and I just went down like a sack of potatoes and whacked me. Thankfully my shoulder kind of hit the door frame of the BP petrol station, made a very big banging noise, and the guys from in there came running out to see if I was okay. The guy that passed me coming out, he turned around to come back and help an old man up off the floor, and it did ache quite a bit, but thankfully it hasn't got any worse. And I got some Artex sealings to do, one of which I did today, and it went absolutely fine. But I'm I've got a bit of tension, but I don't know if that's just because I worked too hard last week, or whether anything to do with like hitting the deck. But anyway, but I'm all right. I'm still earning the money, which needs to be done because Christmas is coming, wedding's coming. Oh, we've got firework night coming up as well, haven't we? And Halloween, and oh, it's just the exciting time of year. Everything's happening. Everything's happening. Right, hang on, mate. Mark, sorry, Mark Shepherd. Mark, going to get some extra half time in the post this week at the factory tomorrow. Lovely, Mark, lovely. I put, I don't know if you saw it last week, mate. I had the add up that about it. Is it still here somewhere? Hang on, let's have a look here. Let's do with a couple of others. Oh wait, hang on, come up in a minute. Yeah, I'll put the old that you can get the Easy Mix in B&Q, well, online, B&Q online currently, and if you can get it on, I'll tell you what, mate, if you could get it on the shelves in B&Q, that'd be a game changer. There you go, for a lot of people to just be able to go in there and just grab a packet or grab a box and crack on. But yeah, but yeah, looking forward to yeah, seeing what you got in store, Marky. Rick, sorry, Baltic up here. Make me glad I'm indoors most of the time. Glad you didn't hurt yourself too much. Yeah, no, I'm very glad myself, mate, as well, because that was like, yeah, that was no fun at all. And you've got to be careful as you get older, because, well, yeah, you can be absolutely, well, think you're quite fit, and then you only have to like hit something hard and break it, and then it's only at that point you'll find out how fit you really are, whether you will just get over it quickly, or whether you'll end up in hospital. Talk to B&Q, hopefully soon we'll be in all Selco stores, maybe this, oh, that'd be brilliant, Mark, that'd be brilliant. Is there an ideal starter van for plastering? Yeah, I my old man, well, obviously I was quite a lot younger, yeah, I was a hell of a lot younger, and me and the all Selco branches will stock them. That's brilliant, brilliant news, Mark, nice one, mate. Keep up the good work, Mark Shepherd, keep up the good work, mate. Keep enjoying them holidays as well. And our scubaing. And got any more of this out beer on the go, mate? Sorry, the van, Matthew. Yeah, I had I got an old green Escort van for about 50 quid, but it had the top of the engine was there, but it wasn't on the engine, and me and my old man managed to put it together. And once it actually went, which was amazing because I'm not a mechanic and neither was my dad, and it went. It was quite nice. It was my first van. My dad did a bit of sign writing. Had this like figure of a plasterer, only like a white silhouette, plastering, and it had my name on it, and well, and that was literally my when I got that, one of my first jobs, doing a little domestic for some people, and God, it was exciting. I had all my tools in the back of it, and yeah, it was amazing. But it's staying small to begin with, mate. I wouldn't go straight out, even if you could afford to, and get a. I mean, people might have different viewpoints, and get a great big like Transit or something bigger. One, because it's depending where you live, where you're going to park it, and whether your neighbours will hate you. Yeah, if you have got some kind of drive, my missus sort of said if I ever had a great big white van, there's no way I was going to be parking it right up against the front room windows, blocking out all the daylight. So yeah, but and then I had a white Marina van after that. Again, these were all second hand. I got them as cheap as I could back in the day, and then I dropped down. I changed to an Astra Estate. I used for a good few years, and Astra Estates are actually longer. You have more space inside than you would inside like an Escort van, or I don't think they make Marina vans anymore. But yeah, so you could start off with an estate car, mate. I don't think the fact I might have looked a little bit like a sort of travelling plasterer, if that's the right word. Whether that would, hey, Miss Stewart, whether that would, it didn't stop me getting business, and initially. So yeah, if you can get this is a really long waffly answer to what should be a simple question. Get a small van to start with, especially if you're just starting out. Don't spend a fortune. Don't go out and lease one. Well, not at this stage anyway. But possibly, again, if the vans are a bit expensive, see if you can pick up a half decent looking estate car. Maybe preferably a white one, but not necessarily. I mean, I've been using Freelander Range Rover. Prior to that, I had some other four-wheel drive Frontierer. That's it, and that was gold, I think. And the motor I've got now is black. At least it doesn't look like a typical builder's van, as they say, white van man. And you've got a little bit less chance of them getting broken into because they don't look so obviously like a tradesman's van that might have tools in it. So, so here you go. Long answer to a short question. Cheers, mate. Right, evening Stu. Ford Escort van was my first. Yeah, mate, they were kind of like pretty pucker back in the day, and fairly cheap. They're fairly cheap. Can you still get Escort vans even? I don't even know if you can. Because I'm never looking out for things like that, because I'm not in the market for one. They probably don't do them anymore, do they? Or is that just me being stupid? Yeah, there's new products. Mark Shepherd, there's new products on the way, boys and girls. So watch this space. And yeah, we've got some exciting things that Mark's got in the irons in the fire. So we'll have some something new to look at soon, and have a go of, which I'm looking forward to. Very much so. Richard, hello mate. Astrovan, my first van, had no floor. So I had no floor, mate. The green one that I had was you had to pump it eventually. It was all right when I first had it for a few years, but as it got older, you had to pump the brakes to make them work, and it was probably a bit of a death trap. So my girlfriend at the time, now my missus, did say to me once, and I don't think it went over 30 miles an hour if you put the pedal to the metal. So, and some guys, I don't know if I've told you this before, some guys tried to nick it once. They didn't go very far. I got up one morning, I still lived at home, and my mum went, "Oh, that looks like your van over there," like in a different part of the estate where we lived at the time. And I looked and thought, oh, it is. And it should have been parked down near my mum and dad's flat. And went round there, it obviously, these guys had broken into it. Because to be fair, you could put anything in the lock, a knife, any key from any car, and that would open it and let you in. So yeah, but they serves them right. They obviously put their foot on the brake and nothing happened. So they obviously decided to give it a miss and left it, which was good because it means I still had my van I could go to work in. You've got to have the knack of how to make the brakes work. Yeah, but very dangerous, so make sure your brakes work well. And, I don't know, it seemed to be a bit more difficult to get clobbered for things like that back in the day, but now everything's very hot. Anyway, right, let's see who's I've been missing. Right, Richard, it was right. Yeah, Richard has an Astra van, first van, had no floor, parked in a pond. I think. Agree, smaller van, better for first. Definitely, mate, definitely. We then moved on to a Sierra State. Ooh. Every time it hit a bump in the road, it dropped all the gearbox all out. That is more or less like my old van was. But yeah, loads of fun. I don't think I've ever had a decent van in my whole career. Oh dear, yeah, it takes me back. Full Connect is the small full van out. Alright, cheers Mark. Evening Jay, nice to see you mate. What was that, Mark? I had an XBT van, a yellow one. Yeah, quite a few guys, because when BT kind of changed over, or the post office or whoever, they would just get rid of a load of vans, wouldn't they? And you could pick them up cheap, but they were, all those ones, particularly, say like bright yellow, and you had to more or less paint over, or they've ripped the transfer off, but normally you can still see BT written in the paperwork. Dear, yeah. Oh, I mean, happy days. First van. Mike, I had a Fiesta van as my first van. Was there even? I didn't even know there was a Fiesta van, mate. I suppose there must have been. Yeah, my escort was Stuart. Yeah, my escort van got nicked too, Eric. With all my tools in. Oh, mate. Yeah. For anyone that doesn't know, normal public liability, unless you've got added insurance on there, won't cover you for anything to do with your tools. Insurance on your van, unless it's specified that it's covering tools, or especially if you've got any individual very expensive tools, you need to, 9 times out of 10, you need to make sure they're covered or cover them separately. Otherwise, you can go to make a claim if in that unfortunate event that your van does get nicked with all your tools in on that one night that you didn't take them indoors, or wherever you normally like lock them up. Then yeah, then going through the rigmarole with the insurance companies to get your stuff back. I think I had one lot of tools nicked from a van once, because I just remember the having to tell the, and I kept it, I was honest about what tools went missing, but back then the insurance company still trying, oh well, you can't have this, you can't have that. And then also when you get your tools nicked, you normally got lots of little tools and bits and pieces that you kind of forget about, in the sense that you think, oh, I've got my basic tools, and then you go to grab something and you think, oh no, I haven't got that anymore, have I? It got nicked when my van got nicked with all my tools, and you slowly have to build those bits back up again. But enough about the low lifes that do that kind of thing to us. I said, well, one geezer on fixed radio, it's this like van, wire his van up to the mains, I think, which is illegal, by the way. But yeah, we'll give your burglars a terrible shock if you didn't kill them. Dear. Yeah, but yeah, happy days. Well, happy to look back on and laugh. Like my dodgy van, which was, let's be honest, was dangerous. The tools getting nicked in one of my old vans. But that was terrible at the time, because you've got to go back out and suddenly start buying all your tools again. And while you're doing that and you've got no tools, you can't earn any money, because the job you were meant to be going to. I think I said that when I was working on a building site in a hotel up in town, and my tools put them in the lift shaft at the top of this hotel, and there was no lift in it yet, and on the top floor, so they got to be safe, and kind of hidden as well, and they got nicked. So that the assumption is that was some kind of inside job. For burglars in general to think, oh, we'll get into that estate and we'll go up to the very top floor and get in the lift shaft and see if anyone's hidden their tools in there, is a bit slim. But yeah, so you get there to start your day's work, realise your tools are gone, then you've got to go and tell the management, on the site foreman or whatever, look, my tools have been nicked, I can't work today, I've got to go and get some money, get some new tools, which is easy done if you've got a little bit of money to just shoot out and get them. But if you haven't, blimey, because some people literally on a, the budget can be that tight, they've got their basics, and if something like that happens, so just look after your tools, boys and girls, just look after your tools. Ah, cheers. Oh. What else has happened? Yeah. Now that sudden turn of the weather from like lovely, I mean, even when it was like overcast and a bit raining or whatever a few days ago, it was still like I was still popping out the front there in me shorts, and probably just me shorts if I'm honest, and thinking, God, yeah, it's lovely and mild still. And then you kind of, I don't know, kid yourself that when it does get cold, it won't be that cold. And then suddenly overnight, you think, flipping hell, should we put the heating on yet? But I'm not allowed at the minute. It's too soon. It's too soon. Don't think I'm allowed to touch the dial till about at least November. Full blast for the night. So, yeah, 1 degree in the van this morning. Oh, Mark, yeah, my daughter, my younger daughter, the one that's getting married, she's got her own place, so she's staying there quite a lot now. But she came home last night and stopped over because she's going out to a concert, and I've got this little electric Twizy car. I suppose it doesn't matter what car it was. This morning, it was absolutely just inside and outside because it's got no heater. That's the only trouble with a Twizy in the winter. It's an electric car that, when you buy it, doesn't actually have any windows in the sides. It's just the doors just come down and it's empty. And you buy the doors you buy the windows separately. But yeah, and that was scraping the ice off the inside and the outside of that this morning. That was awful, absolutely awful. But I'm a good dad like that. And he made myself late because I had to get to Bookham, which is nice, but it's about if you leave and there's no traffic, it's about a 35-40 minute drive. If you leave just a little bit too late, an hour and a half instead. Yeah. Look after your broom. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so anyway, so Mark's got some new products coming out. What else is happening? Richard, is that racing the weather? Got a couple renders left to do, but putting it off into New Year now, or trying to at least. Mad year for outside work. Huge respect to the outside boys. Yeah, oh mate, I mean that's basically I gave up outside work quite a few years ago. I did bits and pieces for people, but the real major stuff, I don't mind doing rendering indoors. Let's go and have a skim on. I've got a damp proofing job to do next month. But yeah, for those and I don't quite know how the bricklayers sort out their workloads when it's really bucketing down with rain. If it is quite a regular thing, it's we were rained off, and I'm thinking, are you getting paid by your company, or if you're self-employed, you know? Diggity, bro, where you been, mate? I haven't seen you in don't know how long. Have you been there in the quiet, or have you been? What have you been up to? What have you been up to? Yeah, I'm very good, thanks, mate. Very good. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. James, got Edinburgh in your diary again, I hope. Yeah, I hope oh, James, yeah, sorry, mate, I didn't see you there. I think I was going to, yeah, get myself booked in, because there's no reason why not to. Is it? Is anyone joining me in the St Christopher's Hostel this year? Is it just me again? Oh dear. My only concern is it might have gone up to 100 quid for 4 nights. Well, it was only 90 last year. So, or no, last year? This year. Earlier this year. I forget what month it is, what year it is. Yeah, if anyone doesn't know, we're going to Edinburgh in May, 20th onward. You can come for a few days, or you can stay the week, or stay there a fortnight if you want. But most of us will be going down there for 3 or 4 days from the 20th of May. Some of the guys might be going a little bit earlier. Got no confirmation on that yet. But yeah, looking forward to it. I'm pretty sure we were organising the last one about this time last year, weren't we? Stuart, yeah, my escort bag. Oh no, sorry, I'm reading the screen that keeps getting frozen over there, which is miles behind. Yeah, James, have you got it in your diary? Is your brother coming this year? Is everybody staying busy still at the minute? This is just as the weather started getting colder, and I was thinking, you know, we've got to have the work keeps coming in. It might slow down a bit. It's just speed it up. But I'm not complaining. I just need to get as much money in the bank as possible before Christmas sets in. James, see what I can do. I'll speak to my brother tomorrow. Both on the job together. Still busy so far. Nice one, mate. Yeah, can't it be nice to see the two of you? I mean, we might have trouble telling which one of you's which if you still got the same hairdo and you built so, and you still both got beards. But other than that, actually, we could have a crack with that. If you do still both look the same and you both come, yeah, I can think of half a dozen things we could do in the pub, amongst other things. In future episodes of our meetups at the Community Boozer, I'm going to plan a bit more stuff. I don't know what yet. If you've got any good suggestions, lads and lasses, let me know. Things that I can put up, whether it's pictures wise or videos wise, when we're in here having a chat, topics we could discuss or jibber jab about. I saw Pete Carter was on me Discord earlier. Don't know if you guys saw Pete on there. I'm pretty sure he's been on here before. I mean, apart from his little picture, his little face there, bless him. Oh, no, I haven't got my things set up properly. But you know what I'm talking about. Why aren't you on here, Pete? I know you can work the technology. He said he was quite close to me the other day. In Teddington, which isn't a million miles away from. Well, it's a lot nearer than most of you guys are from me, but it's still it's not a 10-minute walk. Jamie's not here this evening, is he? What's Jamie up to? Is there rugby on or football or something? Not Lindsay, Ricks, Matthew, Mark, Mike, Stu. Oh, Kirk's doing well, isn't he? He's going at about 1,000 subscribers every couple of 3 weeks on his site. He'll be catching up with old. Oh well, come on. Oh, I'm getting worse, guys. As the time goes by. Yeah, Blaine. That's it. Blaine, you've still be catching up with Blaine. He's only got about another 85,000 subscribers to get. Our niche is quite tight in it. I think Blaine's taken him. I don't know how many years he's been doing the old videos now. Can't remember. But he's about to hit his 100,000, so I'm really happy for him. Mark, finishing dashing tomorrow, then inside the rest of the week. Storm Babbitt. Oh yeah, I heard about that on the news tonight. Storm Babbitt's on the way, which means it's going to rain a bit. just a touch, Mark. Just a touch, mate. Yeah, because you said the other day, didn't you, that you keep the drop in temperature doesn't seem to stop you guys from putting your stuff on, putting the old render on. I don't know how you do it, mate. You're hard gang, you are. Bear with. Good evening, if you've just joined us. I'm Eric the Plasterer. I've been a plasterer in South London for the last 38 years. Is it 38 or 39? 38. Yeah. And this is Ask Plasterer, and you can ask me any plastering related questions you like, or just come into the community boozer for a chat. This is ye old Hawken trowel, not the Hambledon trowel. You can get glasses of water, tap water over the bar, but you can't get tap water, I'm afraid. No tap water available. Very sorry, very sorry. Especially if you have damp sand. I haven't seen damp sand for a while. Doesn't mean he's not on there, does it? Just means the algorithm hasn't been pumping his videos my way. Oh, an old Joe, Matt Plastering. Joe's got about 15,000 subscribers. He puts out quite a lot of stuff as well. Those you don't, that's Joe. Ooh, that's Joe there. The lady plasterers. Oh, we've got Pink Plasterer and what's that other plastering girl? Mrs. Plasterer. They both seem to be keeping very busy. The poor old Steph, Pink Plasterer, did take a tumble the other day. Stop looking at that screen now, it's wrong. Tony, evening mate. Sorry, I'm just thinking about the water thing. That's your favourite thing now, Mike, isn't it? Every time I see you write that down, I'm thinking, has he spelt water wrong? I think, oh no, it's water, isn't it? It's water. Ah, dear. Brain stops with Sarabik. We're hard to listen. We're hard to listen to, mate. What, hard to listen to you singing? What do you mean? Oh dear. Old yeah, where's me boy, old Danny boy. We were chatting on the socials the other night, on the Facebook and stuff. But I'm pretty sure he's all mended up from his ops now. Looking forward to see Danny's transformation, well, especially by May next year. See how he's doing. That's the thing, Mark, about the rain and stuff. I just don't know how. I mean, if you're a plasterer, you can do inside or outside work, can't you? And I know, some buildings have got brickwork going on, internal walls, but 9 times out of 10, it's external building, isn't it? The old bricklayers. So I really don't know how they operate through the winter. Yeah, or when they have a real bad rainy season. If it rains solid more or less for a month, which it has done before, hasn't it? What do all the brickies do then? Yeah, Danny went up with went up and spent some time with her, didn't he? And they got rained off. Funny, talking about rain. Well, apparently, that was their excuse. They got rained off. He probably just said, "Oh, do you want to help me with that job tomorrow, or should we just go to the pub?" And I think they just opted for the pub. But because I would have thought a little bit of rain would put Kirk off at doing the job. But yeah, I think they got quite bladdered because Danny likes the Jack Daniels, doesn't he? Actually, Danny was drinking ciders and things as well, wasn't he? He weren't just drinking Jack Daniels, was he? While he was away? I can't remember. James, been doing quite a bit of internal line plastering lately. It's a listed house, great stuff and very expensive, love. Is that the already mixed up stuff in the bag, and are you literally just adding water to it, or is it come in tubs? That one? As I was saying, well, about a month or two back now, some guy had a load of he needed lime rendering doing, but they'd already ordered the stuff, and the original plasterers that were working on the building said they won't do lime plastering, and it was non-hydraulic, and apparently takes forever to set, and you can only put it on like a few millimeters at a time, which I don't. This stuff I'm pretty sure the light you're using, that you're probably talking about here, is different to that, and the only videos I could find were about the kind of this like ready mixed kind of stuff, but hydraulic, not non-hydraulic. So yeah. Oh, I got a couple of calls from a quite local lady that she had a guy rendering K-Rent. Well, she said K-Rent. I'm assuming it was K-Rent. They'd done all the base coat, but then he kept making excuses that why he couldn't come back for one thing or another. She hadn't paid him up or anything. She still owed him about £3 grand. And she said, can I go and have a look at it? And it's not really my bag, which I didn't tell her. But I said I'll pop round and take a look if your guy doesn't come back, because he was promising to come back on the Monday. But he came back on the Monday, and then about 2 or 3 days later, she rang again and said, "Oh, he said he's not coming now, but one of his friends is meant to be coming. If he doesn't come, will you come and have a look?" But fortunately, she rang me back and said, "Oh, he did come and have a look, and hopefully now he's finishing it off." So yeah, but I don't think, even if he hadn't have done, I don't think I would go. Once somebody else has gone and done all the base coat of K-Rend on a place, I don't know if I would then go there and do the top coat. You don't know what kind. Well, you'd know what it looked like if you went to see it, I suppose. But yeah. James, yeah, already mixed. You can get backing bags and finishing bags. It's the same stuff that Anthony Parry uses on his YouTube. Oh yeah, just for anyone that hasn't seen Ant for a while, he's just been, because I was a bit concerned because he hadn't put a video up for 3 months, and I hadn't really seen him on the socials. But he's absolutely fine, and he was just taking some time out from the old socials and spending a bit more time with the kids, the missus and the kids, because he's got 2 lovely little daughters. And trust me, my second one's getting married soon. They grow up really fast, and you don't want to miss that time with them. So yeah, so good on you, Anthony, mate. And but he will be back very shortly, I'm pleased to say. And he's on nearly 5,000 subscribers now as well. Also, of course, we've got the old Trail Talk. It's still going from strength to strength Facebook group, as is Stuart's channel as well. Or the entrepreneur Stuart Roberts, I shall call him. I'll start calling him from now on, I think. God bless you, Stu, if you're still there, mate. But yeah, I want to have a little practice with some of these Monocouche render things, thin coats and whatever they are, because I've never really touched them, and as I don't really do stuff anymore, do I? So I'm not saying I'm tired, right? But I've done it before. On the way home, it's quite warm in the motor. I'm sitting at the traffic lights, and then I'm like that. Yeah, you need to go to bed earlier, Al. Rick. Anyone tried that pre-bagged lime gear from Pit Stop yet? Seems reasonably priced, but goes off fast from what I've read. Yeah, now some of this stuff, from what I've heard, not that stuff in particular. Some stuff is great that a lot of the guys already know and trust, and then some other stuff that's not so great. Hey, way Alibi! Kings, you're a king too, brother. Nice to see you, my man. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. You're still busy out there. Welcome along, mate. Welcome along. Get yourself a drink, Alibi. Ah dear. Oh, get you, Ricky. Bonsoir. Bonsoir, Alibi. I'm not sure if it's Alibi or Alibi. I think it's Alibi, isn't it, Alibi? How you confirm that to me? I don't know. Alibi, if you don't know him, is an absolutely amazing renderer over in Africa somewhere, is it? Sorry, I'm rubbish at geography. If you give me a map of the world and ask me where places are, apart from the UK and Australia, I'll struggle. Oh dear. Anyway, I've got no beer in this evening, so I'm just having the brandy that my father-in-law bought me for my birthday, which was a while ago now. And a nice Diet Coke to try and stop my fat belly getting any fatter. Still haven't been back to the gym, which is terrible. So the longer you leave it, the harder it gets to go back. Which is why I haven't been back, because it's hard to make yourself go back. Especially like say you get home and you're tired and you just kind of think, well, I'll go tomorrow. Or I used to go on a Monday. But I was going to go this Monday, but it was after Plasterer, so I could go this Monday. I should go tomorrow, but I probably won't, because there's lots of things to organise for me for my daughter's wedding. So yeah. What's the time? 8 o'clock. We're going for a little bit longer, guys. What else is there? Anything else exciting? Come on, boys. What else is happening? Not just plastering in the day and going to bed at night. And I've got to admit, in front of this nice wall of fire, it's starting to make me feel a bit dozy. I've got my feet up there. Got the dog and cat keep me company, as well as you guys. I've got me little drinky. Got me Coca-Cola. I'm just gonna sit here and relax. But we'll stay on. We'll stay on. I'll just wait if you want to chat about anything. This week, my dear, I'm working on. I've got 3 Artex ceilings to do. Well, 2 now. I did a big one this morning. You know, those big. It's nice. It's funny. It's quite a nice house as it goes. Big detached place, and it's just a great big square. There's no chimney breast or nothing, so that was nice to do. There's a couple of bags because as most of you guys know, I bond over. I don't do any other technique. I bond over Artex. Get a nice flat base, nice tight bit of bonding. Get that all over. Picks up. So it's just starting to go, and then I'll skim it, and it's lovely. I don't want to mess about with putting on just a coat of slightly thick finish, and then possibly make sure leave it alone so the bubbles don't, the bobbly bits don't come through. They were little spikes, but they were sharp little spikes, and I wasn't going to start scraping them off. And yeah, so I bond over those. It took a couple of bags. I've sort of bonding's only going on about this week. A couple of bags of bonding, a couple of bags of finish. So it's a fairly big sized lid. By the time I put all the plastic down, got all my tools in, up the stairs, prepped everything. I thought I'd be out there a lot earlier than I was. So, yeah, I was just fly by. And I started listening to a lot of very positive and very interesting podcasts, all sorts of different podcasts, because the radio, I mean, I normally like listening to LBC, but any news radio at the minute is it's all about war constantly, and just gets you down. So yeah, stick on something like that, and just have a good old listen and crack on with my work. Any new YouTube videos coming out? Well, Mike, no's the short answer. The job I did Friday, where it was such a... the reason I half killed myself on Friday to get this job done was because it was... I booked it in, and I only had the one Friday to do it in. And it was initially... It's a hallway wall, only like a big kind of hole in it back to the bricks. And I was literally meant to be going there, filling in the hole. It was about 2 foot by 3 foot, and then putting a skim over it, literally a patch as opposed to, because it's quite a long wall, rather than do the whole thing. And the night before I was meant to be going to do it, the decorator got in contact with me, sent me another picture, and the massive majority of this whole wall was all back to bricks, quite old bricks as well, and so the whole thing had to be what's the word, those thing those plasterers do, had to be rendered. It was bonding up, it wasn't sand and cement. It's been there a couple of weeks and it was sand and cement, waiting for it to dry. It's that thick. And to get all that bonded, there was a big hole right along the edge of the ceiling. But luckily there was a joist there and had me thing, and I managed to cut a nice straight line across there, wax and bald up there, bond over that. I put a bit of a bit too much half time in one of the little buckets of bonding I knocked up, and I think I managed to use half of it before it went solid as a rock. Yeah, and then once everything was done, I had to skim it all, and then obviously clean up, and then pack the van. So I then go home, and then and that Friday night I was going for a drink with my mate as well. I only have a few pints, but on top of being knackered anyway. Now I was going to go park run Saturday morning, but I was too tired. I thought, nah, I'm not doing it. And of course, earlier Saturday was on Saturday that I took that tumble and whacked my shoulder. Look, I didn't smash my phone. Right, hang on. Mark, you need to set the event up on Trail Talk. Yeah, oh yeah, sorry mate, you said that last time, didn't you? Get the invites out when you get time. Yeah, no, I'll make time for that, mate. It shouldn't take long to knock something up to put on Trail Talk to invite everybody to the Plasterers convention. Rick, I'm on a week off. I'm on a week off. I'm off this week. I'm on a week off this week. So naturally, I'm booked in for some more ink tomorrow. as in some of that, mate. Going out for a few walks, have a lie in luxury. It's not a spelling mistake, mate, is it? You're going for some tattoos, or some more tattoos. Oh, yeah. Oh, I ate like an old man. I'll tell you what, Mark, you must be fit, mate, because the amount of Renderlet you push off of that Hulk every week, just watching you, mate, makes me feel tired. I'll stop looking at that screen there. Does that find some old high suction bonding bags in the cavity last week? Is this normal? Oh yeah. Yeah, when I see those pictures, mate, that's definitely the professional way that it was. Well, definitely done back in my my youth. You had that cavity in the top there, no window seal, and you had to plaster it. You can't have all that plaster falling down in a hole, and didn't normally have any kind of those little, what are they even called? Those trays that go into a cavity. If you're on a job and just don't happen to have one of those, then yeah, you'd get an old bag, plaster bag, wet it generally so it was more, yeah, and screw it up and shove it in the hole just to stop the bonding falling down, which has got to be just as good as plastic and more eco-friendly because it's biodegradable. Wee buns are skimming his sore, you know. Mate, you're not taking painkillers every day, Mark, are you, to help with it? James, everyone's still using the speed skim still. I have to admit my ox speed skim has lasted me ages. Built really well. Yeah, I've got I'm still using all the time my speed skims, the plastic one, then my metal one. I have practically stopped using my Ultraflex trowel, and I'm just using my Marshalltown. So I'm using my the speed skims and in Marshalltown. I've been using the 1200 speed skim this last week because I've had quite a few quite big walls, and it warrants using. It's nicer to have something a bit longer, but yeah, I'm literally finishing the bulk of my polishing with water with my metal blade speed skim, and I'm just going around the edges with my Marshalltown trowel, ordinary, not flexi, and yeah, then that's me. The old yeah, the old flexi trowel's getting a bit. If I'm going around the edge doing a bit of blending in, then I'll use it on that. But other than that, yeah, I'm using it less and less, or not at all, not at all. Yeah, you tell him, Mark. Standard practice, Mike. Standard practice, mate. Wet a bag, screw it up, shove it in the hole. And that was that high suction HSB high suction browning. That was, wasn't it? I think it said on that bag. I think I miss browning. It's not as sticky. It was harder to mix up because it floats on the water as bonding sinks in. So it was a lot more difficult to blend it together. But it did make a lovely base coat. Oh, excuse me. And yeah, I'm putting especially Carlite finish, which is always seems to have over in Ireland. There's none of it here. Made a lovely finish wall. Quite miss grey plaster as well. Practically all the plaster here now is pink in London. Even the bonding, haven't it? I don't think I've had any grey bonding for quite a while now. Pink, 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 all the way. That's all there is. I don't make much difference. I think the grey plaster's got a bit more of a quite nice pungency smell to it than the pink one. But yeah. Rick, yup, a clean week is a good week for the skin to heal. Yeah, I suppose you don't really want to, depends on where you're having it, mate. It's not going to be on one of your arms or something. You don't really want to be having a tattoo and then getting straight out there and giving it all that, especially if you've got it on here somewhere. So yeah, nice one. What are you having, mate? Do you know? Have you picked a design? Is it cheap? Is it really silly expensive? Is your bloke really good at tats? Or is he a bit rubbish, but it's alright because it's not too expensive? Mark, no painkillers, mate. Haven't got any aches. That's good, bruv. Got an X-Skin recently. James, decent bit of kit. Yeah, I think that does look good, that X-Skin. The house we're skimming ceilings in at the weekend was done with browning. Every concrete head is what? Both. Bonding. Back in the day, we used to on building sites. All the brickwork was done in browning, and you left all the concrete heads and went back to them and did them in bonding. Yeah, did I say that right? So all the brickwork was browning, and then we had to go back and do bonding on the heads, which is a bit of a pain. But you could put browning on them, but it wouldn't stay there for very long. So as soon as the weekend is done, browning. Every concrete head is hollow. Hollow concrete heads. Oh, you're confusing me now, Mark. I'm just an old geezer that lives in London. How can you have a hollow concrete head? Explain, mate. Get your typing fingers out. Come on. You guys got to learn to type quicker. My missus taught me how to touch type back in the late 80s. I mean, I couldn't type at all. I didn't used to do that because once you're getting that habit, learning to do this is more difficult. I didn't learn the numbers though, so I can type stuff without looking, but I can't type numbers without looking. I have to go. Where's the number? Where's the 1? Where's the 8? But yeah, I suppose it's like playing the piano. I couldn't play the piano to save my life, but yeah, you can. It's weird actually how your fingers know where to go to type a letter. But obviously once you've got used to it, it's don't think about it. It's like riding a bike. Brown hasn't stuck to it. You're not hard to. I'm not hard to confuse, bruv. You know that. You ask Mike, he knows. He knows I'm not hard to confuse. Right, so they've used browning on the heads as well, and they've obviously, as I was saying, popped because it just doesn't stick, or not once it's dried. Might stick a bit while it's wet, but as soon as it's gone off, it pops. I did a job in a customer's house once, and the whole wall had popped. He said, "Oh, the whole look," and I went there and literally. It was about 6 foot by 3 foot, and it wasn't a plasterboard. It was browning about that thick that had been put onto. What was it on? It wasn't. I don't think it was on bricks. Otherwise, it wouldn't have popped. And it popped off. It weighed an absolute ton because it was basically the size of a door, and it was about at least an inch thick. I think it was more than an inch thick of browning. And he said, "What's happened there?" I said, "Oh, mate, they should have used. If they were going to use anything, they should have used bonding on it." Not browning. Why do so many guys use hardwood? I don't think it's any much better for higher suction or lower suction. That's how often I use it. I can't stand the smell. Sorry, guys. Hardwood? No, thanks. No thanks. And yeah, and the amount of I'm sorry, guys. The amount of jobs I see where people are still like something in brick and that. And I think, oh, that's a fairly big job. And the next minute it's all done because it's been dot and dabbed. The bloody plasterboard. Float and set. Stop dotting and dabbing everything with blooming plasterboards. We're going to get in Animal from the Muppets. Oh, classmate. He's the drum player, isn't he? which I'm sure you'll agree is entirely appropriate. Absolutely, mate, absolutely. It suits your character just a little bit. Now you're far more genteel, mate. Far more genteel than animal. Yeah, if you don't mind me asking, Rick, how much is it for animal? And how are we talking like this big? Or are we talking like, I'm not talking, are you having it on your back? Or is that already taken? That big or small? And how much? Not that I'm thinking of having one. But if I ever had a tattoo, I'd probably consider it'd have to be something like that. Oh, oh dear. Oh, I think I might have some proper steak and kidney pie for dinner this evening. Hopefully. How's Colby, Mark? Has he proposed to his girlfriend yet? Is that on the cards? Relatively small, mixed in amongst all the other bits. So you won't be able to see it, mate, is what you're saying. I mean, I might be more than a ton, I'm sure. Oh, fair enough, mate, yeah, okay. Monday Club today for Colby. Oh, okay, mate. Oh, pardon me. Him and the girlfriend are quite serious, aren't they? Or was that just an assumption on my part? They seem very happy in pictures that I've seen of them in recent weeks. What do you want some? You want some dinner? Oh, excuse. Oh dear, excuse me again. Seems to be happy, mate. Lovely. Surely good. As long as he's happy at work, that's what matters. I hope he's getting plenty of practice in, mate, as well. I'll still get him on those stilts. I'll tell you what, mate, those stilts, me stilts now, since you gave me that spring, mate, it's a game changer. I had a bit of a limp before, can't think why. Right, dinner time for me. Night, lads. Alright, Rick, yeah, I'm where? What's the time? Yeah, I'll be off in a minute, mate. I've got a bit of a steak kidney pie and chips, hopefully, downstairs. But I'll either just be ready, or I'll have to microwave it. But it'll be nice. It's about that time. It's about that time of day. So I'll tell you what, we're a little bit, well, not very early, but a little bit early. 20 past 8, just gone. So we'll call it an evening, boys and girls. Love you lots. Thanks for coming along. And I'll either see you on Discord, guys, or on Facebook, or on Trail Talk, I'm back on here in a. Oh, hang on. Back in here in a fortnight. Depending how all the wedding stuff is going. Yeah, it should be fine. Should be fine. But don't keep me to that. I'm not 100% sure. God, I still can't find me going home button. Stop streaming. That one. That one. Right. Cheers, guys. I will see you soon, and hopefully be back here in a fortnight. And yeah, I'll try and organise something a bit more exciting. That's the word. A bit more interesting. Bye for now.